Begin with the end in mind is a phrase popularized by Stephen Covey in his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, which underscores the importance of having a clear vision and purpose before starting any endeavor. It suggests that by understanding your ultimate goals and desired outcomes from the outset, you can better focus your efforts, make informed decisions, and stay aligned with your priorities. This is the mindset a coach should adopt when starting practice, where planning and strategic thinking are encouraged to help ensure actions are purposeful and directed towards achieving goals. Starting a basketball practice involves setting the stage for a productive and engaging session that maximizes player development and team cohesion. Coaches must carefully consider various factors, including the physical and mental readiness of players, the specific needs of the team, and the desired outcome of the practice session. And this lesson will cover how to start a practice effectively and provide additional insights for your consideration. Gathering players together for a brief team meeting is a common way to get practice started. This initial meeting sets the tone for the entire practice, so it's important to start it off on strong footing. Formalizing how your team meets can be an effective approach to help set the tone, so it's worthwhile to set very clear expectations on what this entails. You'll also need to establish consequences and communicate them in the event expectations are not met. For example, you may establish a cue, such as blowing a whistle, to denote that practice is officially starting. You'll need players to understand what they are expected to do once they hear this cue. Establish where you expect them to meet you. For example, center court, or if you're sharing gym space with another team, underneath your basket. It should be very clear to your players where they need to go. Establish how you expect them to behave. If no boundaries are set, players may feel the urge to put up more shots, continue dribbling, chit-chatting, or stroll their way over to you upon receiving the cue. It's important players understand that this type of behavior is not acceptable. Expectations and consequences must be clear on day one, which we'll reiterate on the day one lesson later on in this course. Once you have the team's undivided attention, you can clearly and concisely communicate on a number of items, including recapping important points from the previous practice session or game, reviewing the agenda and objectives for the current practice, reinforce core values and expectations, and provide general announcements or reminders. This will help ensure that everyone is aligned and ready to make the most of practice time before diving into drills and activities. While your team is gathered, you may also want to consider conducting a team-building activity to help promote camaraderie and strengthen team culture. This could be something as simple as reading a relevant quote and asking players for their thoughts on its meaning. To close out the meeting, you can create a team ritual in the form of a team huddle and group chant before going straight into the warm-up portion of starting practice. This will not only enhance the overall team culture, but help players get in a positive and focused mindset. Starting practice with a structured warm-up routine can help players prepare physically and mentally for the practice session ahead. You can consider incorporating any of the following activities. Dynamic stretching. This involves continual movement through a range of motion. Examples are leg swings, arm circles, and high knees to help increase flexibility and mobility. Light jogging or running. You may have players jog around the court or run sprints at varying speeds. This helps elevate heart rates, increase blood flow, and warms up muscles. Agility drills. These drills often involve lateral movements, changes of direction, and rapid footwork. They can help with improving coordination, balance, and quickness. You may also consider running basketball-centric drills as a warm-up. You can achieve a similar desired outcome as the examples we've discussed, but get right into the skill work. It can be a great use of time once your players have demonstrated their understanding of key fundamentals and will allow you to fit more basketball into your practice further along into the season. We'll now proceed to cover exactly what those skill works are over the course of the next few lessons.